To support this podcast, go to positivesarcasm.com/donate. Any amount is appreciated. Once again, positivesarcasm.com/donate. Thank you and enjoy the program. Bored housewives, so they're generally hitting the Moscato too because they need something sweet in their lives because their husband is sour. That ring on your finger? Some pygmy died digging that out of a hole for you to say I do and ruin some guy's like, yeah, look at that dude. He's got a hernia that's shaped like a bag of pretzels that he just ate. You're going to Thailand, you're going to smash some dude. Going over there for guy time, but it's not with his buddies. What does it say on the bottle? Well, if it says that on the bottle, why did you put it on your head? All these actors did was shut their mouths because they didn't want to be run out of Hollywood. Now a bad batch of Chinese food has you blowing insurance premiums on vitamin fucking D.
Too much.
That's what we're
I
going
sound like
for
Bill
here.
Maher. Really, John?
Really?
We can't do this anymore, Auntie. I'll see you at the bar mitzvah. It's almost like it never existed, but it fucking did. So do me a favor. Go yourself. Hey here, positivesarcasm.com, recorded here from the sandbox. Like, subscribe, share, donate. Positivesarcasm.com/donate. Any amounts appreciated. Additional ways to support the channel. Any other ways to support the channel, just simply go to my website, positivesarcasm.com, and go to my contact section, and then there's a list of stuff there. There's the Webull app, there's Coinbase, there's Acorns, there's Cash. We just turn that. You can support the channel through that way. If you have questions, comments, concerns, posing music coming up for your latest fitness shows, you can also hit me up through my website in the contact section, or you can just simply email me, positivesarcasm@outlook.com. And of course, this podcast is available on all channels and is now available on Rumble. If you are a refugee from YouTube, go ahead and head over to Rumble. Hell, I might even just sign up for Gab AI and just post there. Who gives a shit? You know what? I need a drink. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I need my tea. Hang on. All right, we're back. Aha, there you go. Okay, sorry. I'm rusty. I'm rusty. I haven't done this for like a whole 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I don't know how to do this anymore. How do I talk podcasts? It's like, how do I open my mouth? How do I let the words and the feelings come out? Here, come on, let me just see here. Let me just figure this out. Oh no, everything's falling. Everything's falling apart. Oh god, here we go. Yeah, like how do you do this? I remember Rogan's been doing everything. He's been causing all sorts of trouble, and I've been away on vacation opening up presents and Hanukkah gifts and lighting candles and shamanamanana. I mean, how do I do this? Come on. There we go. All right, I mean, whew. Okay, so yeah, I've been away for a while, and apparently every time the shit hits the fan, another fan turns up, and somebody else throws shit at it. I mean, my list of countries and cities and towns to boycott just keeps growing. Australia, Germany, Britain, Austria, China, Canada, Indonesia, France, Greece, California, New York City, Illinois, and now Boston. I can't go to these places. People can't go to these places. Fuck it. What do you have to offer anyways, except crime? That's some good tea. Why? Why do we gotta shut it down? Oh, because the virus is gonna get you. The virus is gonna get you. The virus is gonna get you. Virus is gonna get you. Crow. Virus is gonna get you. Tonight. Dun, 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 dun. Omicron. 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 If you guys don't know what that song is, go fuck yourself. All because of a fucking all of a sudden now this thing has gone like geometric and trigonomic, and it's oh my god, it's got 32 different fucking mutations. Fucking give me a break. All because dude, first of all, this isn't, I mean, we got the, I know the alpha and that killed everybody that fucking Cuomo locked away in a cell somewhere. And when we had the Delta variant kicking around, which killed, 0.25 of the population? Those people, whatever, you know? The funeral business is booming. Look at it that way. If you own a funeral parlor, business is popping, baby. Yeah, crank out those fucking caskets. Let's get some eulogies going. I know my friend freaking Ryan, she must be, oh, I'm sorry. We're all booked up for months. We just gotta turn them away. Turn them away. Let's go. Go to the next funeral parlor. Down the street, make a left. We're all booked here. We got fucking bodies out the door. So, you're just sweeping up fucking all the dust, you know, the ones you turn to dust in the fireplace. It's like, all right, just throw them over there. Put them in storage. We'll deal with them later. All this. And now we got the, oh my God. We got the oh my God virus. The oh my God. The oh my God, it's everywhere. Fucking wrap yourself in plastic until you fucking suffocate. Omicron is basically your effeminate cousin who hasn't come out of the closet yet, but has a lot of girlfriends, but shies away from any hint of aggression. Oh, please, don't hurt me. I don't want to die from UV exposure. First of all, who names their gay son Omicron? Seriously, that is a terrible parenting job. He's not shooting up a school. He's not shit. He's taking a shot, a fucking money shot, but that's about it. This is the weakling. This is the weakling. And we got the French variant, which is coming up, which means at the moment, the first sign of invasion, they're dropping their guns and running away. Oh my God, we fucking surrender. Dunkirk. Why do the French sound like Jews all of a sudden? This one is nothing, and the next one's gonna be even more nothing. It's got 72 mutations. It's got a delicious new flavor. You gotta fucking try it. It's the pterodactyl virus. Fucking shoot me in the face. You people are fucking retarded. You're all retarded. You're all fucking... Your brains are broken because Joe Rogan gets an average of 11 million views, and your fucking gay best friend Anderson Cooper can't even get on the radar with the stupid channel that he's on. He needs somebody like, who the fuck was that guy? I don't know, who blew his drunken wad on New Year's Eve telling Bill de Blasio to go F himself on live television. Pretty much every New Yorker was thinking the same thing. And we're all worried about this. We've gone through so much, supposedly. Oh, it was so hard. It was so hard. It was so hard to be fat and wait for somebody to jab me in the arm 3 times so that I could go and insert my power and my dominance over somebody else. I'm not playing that game no more. I moved out of the city so I could get away from you fucking idiots. I moved out of the area so I wouldn't have to deal with any of that psychotic shit. All right, I've left it all. I've left it all. I've thrown it in the basket. I'm not dealing with it anymore. I got other shit. I got other shit to worry about. We got the Chinese economic collapse going on right now. They're telling their guys not to get vasectomies anymore so that they can bump up the population. In the meantime, anybody who says a word out of place in China, next thing you know, they got a black bag over their head and they disappear like Jack Kung Fu. Where'd he go? He's only the most fucking famous and richest man in China. Black bag over their head. He talked shit about us. Send him away. And yet you're telling your boys over there not to get vasectomies because we need more people. Well, do yourselves a favor. Stop fucking killing them all. Stop taking the Uyghur Muslims, sticking them all. If you need more people, you got the Uyghur Muslims over there. You need a bigger population? Go ahead and let them out. I guarantee you they'll breed. They need a few extras because you killed a lot of them. So if you need more fucking people, go ahead and let them into your society. Then poof, like a flower. You got more people. You don't have to force people to not get vasectomies, and everything's all good. By the way, stop eating dogs. I'd really fucking appreciate it. Jesus Christ. I'm not done yet. Not even through. I mean, the amount of shit that's coming through the subreddits, the amount of stuff that I'm looking up, the amount of stuff I'm checking out on YouTube, the amount of stuff, obviously, that my associate producer is sending me, fucking out of control. Look, people, look, hold on. First of all, look, people, look. I'm gonna have a sip of my tea. all have to. Okay, we don't have to die. But we don't. I don't know. Do we have to die? We're most likely all gonna die. We're gonna die of something. I'm gonna die. I know I'm gonna die of something. I know I'm gonna die of something. Chemicals in the water, cancer in my balls, drunk driver fucking T-bones my Mustang, fucking plane crash, because every once in a while I go open a plane with that Air Force National Guard kid. Eventually, something's gonna happen. A sniper fire from 1,500 feet is gonna take out his conspiracy theory ass, and down we go. 2 unknowns died in a plane fire. So plane crash is on there. Firing squad's always a possibility. Choking on a fucking hot dog. Women complaining, that'll always kill a man. Or a house fire. If whether I rent it or own it, it can go up in flames and I can die because of it. What's that yawn about, Pupper? My dog's right here with me. So I'm gonna die of something. So what does it matter? Why are we always scared of something? Or maybe we're not. Maybe we're just scared of other people being scared. You know? So that's the other thing. And I mean, it's tearing couples apart. It's like, oh my God, stay away from me. I have COVID. And that's the guy I'm talking about. If you have, look, I don't give a shit. If you're a guy and you have COVID, go chop some fucking wood. Go build up the fireplace. Go make dinner. Go clean the yard. Go take out the trash. Go work out. Okay? Go check on your vitamins. Go order shit online. Go grocery shopping. Do whatever you need to do. If you're fine and you can do shit, first of all, what's the test? At this point, what are we getting tested for? Huh? What are we getting tested for? Half the time they don't fucking work, apparently. The antigen tests, they don't work according to news articles. Apparently, the PCR tests, the take-home ones, apparently they don't work either. So what does work? I don't know. Fucking flip a coin. Flip a coin. I got COVID. Flip a coin. I don't have COVID. Whatever. Fuck it. Gotta go to work. Now, that's you. If you gotta go to work, you guy, you gotta go to work, well, then go to work. You got shit to do. Life's gonna stop for you. Oh, I have COVID. I can't go to work. Fuck you. You're fired. Go to work. Get to work. Come on. Let's go. Chop some wood. Make some deals. Sell some cars. Yeah. Let's go. Come on. We got stuff to do. Your wife got COVID? Oh, stay away from me. I don't want you to catch it. I want to catch whatever crabs you have jumping off of you. Okay? If your wife or girlfriend has COVID, let me tell you something. Men, you want to be men? Your wife or girlfriend has COVID, you need to get in there. I don't care if you catch it. Who gives a shit? You're a soldier. You've caught worse things in college or a couple nights out, Wednesday night, girls' night out. You've caught way worse shit that you actually had to go to the doctors to get something to make it go away. This, nothing. Couple days rest, maybe some orange juice and some ivermectin, and then some bing bang boom, you're back in the action. Everything else, forget it. I don't want to hear it. Like I said, you caught worse. Guys who are afraid of catching COVID from the girls, or if there are other guys, I mean, I want to judge. It's the same exact dude that won't make squishy because she's on her period. Okay? It's the same exact dude. Oh my God, I don't want to get it. What does it matter? Because whether it's clean, white, or red, all of a sudden it's red, it's like, oh, we gotta stop. You run through stop signs every goddamn day. What does it matter if the stop sign is down south? What does it matter? Really, what does it matter? Get off the boat, soldier. Get on the beach and give her a throbbing hard serving of vitamin D. Let her know that you plan on coming like a dragon. That's what needs to be done. That's what you are. You are a man, and you need to do that. You need to get in there, and you need to beat that Khaleesi up. That's what you need to do. Stop separating. That's the whole point of this whole thing, is to get people to split. No, you need to come together. You got COVID? Get in there and get COVID. You know what COVID is? It's an STD, and we should all have it. It's like herpes. We all got it, so who gives a shit? Oh, I don't want to give it to you. News for you. We all fucking have it. I mean, it's like, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's herpes. I don't know. It's all shit. Maybe it's HPV. We all have it. We're all gonna get it. Guess what? You know what we need to do, actually, instead of getting it? We need to get over it. We just need to get over it. We need to get done with this. We need to be done with all of this. Honestly. Because there's far bigger things to be concerned about. There's way bigger things to be concerned about. So I don't want to even think about this anymore because I'm not going to participate. I'm not going to support. And I'm not going to go to places or shop at places or buy products that had anything to do with suppressing or forcing employees or whatevers to do things, or it's people to do things. You think I'm going to go to Australia? Oh, I'm going to go down under and do some fishing and ship on the fucking boat. No! Suppressing their people. Novak Djokovic, who is one of the greatest tennis players in the world, can't go to Australia and compete for the Australia Open, which you probably dominate in, because he has natural immunity. And they won't let him in the country. You can't come in and fucking play with your tennis racket because you don't have the jabby jab. Get out of our country. Fine. You're a bunch of fucking drunks anyways. Nobody cares about your stupid country. You're full of fucking animals that can kill you. Scorpions and fucking super beetles and fucking Decepticons and snakes and crocodiles. What do I want to come here anyway? You got shark. It's like, oh, well, whatever. I'll just go swimming. Nah, you ain't going swimming. Sharks. Not happening. Fuck your country. Your country sucks. It's hot as balls. You have shitty beer. You don't have any actual cuisine. It all comes from Asia. Oh, we have the best cuisine in Australia. No, you don't. It all came from Asia. It all came from the Indonesians, and the Chinese, and the Japanese, and the Koreans, and the Vietnamese. It all came down, and it just happened. It's like, you know what they did? They fucking, when you're at the Vietnamese restaurant and they throw whatever's left in the trash, you know what the trash is? Australia. That's where it goes. You're the dumpster of Vietnam's fucking restaurant food. That's what you are. Just dumps right there. Country's a shit. Your country is nothing more than an oversized concentration camp. There's no value to you. There's no point. I have to be honest. I've eaten at a couple places in the past few months. I've eaten at some restaurants. You know what's funny? I still prefer my food. I still prefer cooking at home. Yeah, I know I'm a turkey freak, and I buy like 10 turkeys a freaking year. Every Thanksgiving, don't miss. There's like 9-10 turkeys in my freezer. Well, let's be honest. I put like 4 or 5 in my freezer. I hide 1 or 2 at my sister's house. Thank you, by the way. And there's usually 1 or 2 in the fridge thawing because they take like 3 or 4 years to thaw because the middle is like a fucking ice core. You could take a sample of it and figure out when the dinosaurs went extinct. It's so goddamn full of ice and shit. And then by the time they thaw, you're good to go. So you got all that money that you're saving while you're cooking your turkey. And by the time you're done cooking turkey, you know what's on sale? Ham! So you got these big old hams. They fucking drag them home. Just drag them home like yesterday's kill. Throw that in the fridge. They're out for cheap money. So you go out and you grab a bunch of those bad boys. You're saving a ton of cash. And you're having delicious food. So you're not spending money on these bullshit places that make you have to show your fucking vagina card every time you walk through the front door. Oh, you have this? Not doing it. I'm not going to be controlled. First of all, don't tell me what I can and can't do for a thing I wasn't doing anyways. I wasn't spending all my money at your stupid ass, overpriced, undercooked restaurant. I'm not doing it. I'm not dealing with that shit at all because I'm a better cook. I have more fun with myself anyways. Not like that. Let's not. That came out wrong. Never came out more right. So I'm not doing that. I'm not playing that game. All right. I'm comfortable. I'm enjoying where I am. I'm happy where I am. I worked hard and fought very hard to get where I am and I'm happy to be here at least for this new year. And I mean, after this, if shit goes that much farther south, guess what? I was born in Florida. Don't make me have to go back there. Don't make me have to do it, because then I'm really going to run my mouth. Like I really can't run my mouth any more than I already did. So these are the things I'm concerned about. Stop. If you just go there and enjoy yourself. People, look, at the end of the day, there's people who just sit there and watch the news over and over and over again. Those are people with no fucking lives. But just like everything else in the news cycle, we move on. We move on. It's like, oh, who's Caitlyn Jenner? Not Caitlyn Jenner. I don't care. Who's Kim Kardashian dating now? You know? Pete, fucking. I guess it was only a matter of time before Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian met up. But whatever. I mean, hey, you do you, or he does what? Apparently, he is a huge dick. Huge dick. Bigger than that dachshund that I rescued a couple months ago back in fucking Lee, New Hampshire, that was running down the side of the highway and almost got squashed by a Corvette. Way bigger than that one. But, you know what? They're living their life. I'm living mine. Let us do what we do. All right? The variants are because of you guys, not because of us. We didn't do shit. Okay? What are you going to do? Blame the Amish next for all our problems? The Amish make the most delicious butter in the world, and you're going to yell at them because they didn't get the jab? Well, guess, God damn you people. If you fucking, if I swear to God, if the Amish get mad at us Americans and decide to not give us their delicious butter and raw milk anymore, so help me God, I'm gonna kill the next person I see. Don't do that to us. Don't do that to me. That raw deliciousness, and you can taste this the morning dew off the stem of the grass-fed butter as it melts down your face and then onto your chest as you rub your nipples. I'm telling you, you can't do that to us. You can't take those joys, sometimes perverted joys in life from us. You can't do that. You can't allow us to live through the gulags all over again. We have to be able to live our lives. It's certainty, with certainty. Okay? I don't want to have to listen to you pretend like you give a shit. Like all of a sudden the people who friggin' talked about, oh my God, my heart breaks for Betty White. Excuse me? Everybody's heart is breaking for Betty White? All the people who didn't even know who the fuck she was, they just knew that she was 102,000 years old and she was almost on her deathbed and she apparently was never canceled for any reason. But that's pretty much it. Oh, she was an innocent creature. She was married like 3 fucking times. Now, I'm not talking shit about Betty White. I like Betty White. I had no problem with Betty White. I loved her. She was a great actress. She was funny. But then again, most of these people who are saying, oh, my heart just breaks for Betty White. She didn't make it to 100. You never watched The Golden Shower Girls. Shut the fuck up. You have no idea. You can't even name the main characters in The Golden Girls. Oh, I don't want to hear it. Shut up. You're just saying that because everybody else is saying that. And Betty White was not the favorite per se. Betty White, everybody liked because she was the idiot of the show. The show that you never watched. She was the dumb one. She played the dumb one. Okay? Secretly, it wasn't Betty White that was everybody's favorite. No. You know who? You know who's everybody's favorite? It was Blanche. Everybody liked Blanche. Because Blanche was a pig who took it in the ass. That's why everybody liked Blanche. God damn it, we all love Blanche. Blanche's job in that show was to walk around in a silk blouse. That was her job. And she did it so well. And she had that short hair, which, oddly enough, she managed to pull off. Betty White had her big, poofy, Bonnie Taylor? Yeah, Bonnie Taylor type of 80s hair that she's always had. And the other guy in the show there, Ruth, motherfucker, not Ruth. Oh my God, I'm gonna get so much shit for that one. Not her. Whatever. The one who was like 72 feet tall and looked like a man. Yeah, her. Can't remember her name. That's because nobody gave a shit about her. She was always in a bad fucking mood. And of course, there was Estelle Getty's character. She was hilarious, but she was the comedy sidekick. She was actually the youngest one, I believe, out of all the 3 Golden Girls. Technically, yeah. So she was the youngest out of the 3. Estelle Getty was. Now, Estelle was obviously very funny, but everybody said, oh, I love this stuff. No, everybody loved Blanche. You know why? Because every guy wanted to be with Blanche, and every girl was secretly Blanche. Okay? That's the thing. All right? Every guy wanted to be with Blanche. Every girl knew she was Blanche. Every 20-year-old, every 30-year-old, secretly Blanche. Okay? So and believe me, every guy wanted to get in there and just, I can't wait for Blanche to blow some powdered milk out of that. What face? What are you yelling at? You sit down. You wait till I'm done being an idiot on this podcast. Okay? So it was secretly Blanche. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, all kidding aside, yes, we all love the now. The whole cast has passed away, and Blanche passed away, and Estelle Getty passed away, and the chick I keep forgetting about, who was technically the lead in the show, passed away. And Betty White was the last. She was 99 years old, and yes, you know what? She was a great actress. She had her own variety show, like pretty much everybody else did. You know, she did, and she was a kind of a pioneer in her own way. She did great things, and she was a really good actor, and she was in a lot of stuff. Hell, she was in like a Comedy Central roast, for God's sakes, and she lit up Nichelle Nichols from Star Trek. She did a really good job, but yeah, she will be missed. She lived a long and excellent life. She died unmarried, but she had been married a few times. Didn't really dive into it too much, but I do remember her on Golden Girls, and yeah, she was a giggle and a half, and I did really enjoy her play on her look and the naivete that her look gave, and it was something to be appreciated. Her acting abilities was something to be appreciated. Apparently, she was very sweet, and yeah, so all praise to Betty White. You weren't as good as Blanche, but you, in our hearts, you were awesome. So, thank you for laughs and the smiles, and you'll be missed. But I do have to get back into pissy mode because, like I said, while we're all complaining about fucking Omicron, there's far more shitty shit afoot, okay? And all this stuff, all this fear comes from the politicians that we elected, the news organizations that we tune into, even whether we like it or not, the companies that we work for, the companies that we buy from, and the fucking places that we do our searching on. Okay? Like Amazon talking all this shit. Amazon owns, or not Amazon, Washington Post is owned by Google. You know that? Jeff Bezos owns Washington Post, so guess who they can't talk shit about? Okay? Google, same thing. Matter of fact, Google, there's an article here given to me by my associate producer about, well, look, let's be honest. I ain't a socialist type of person, okay? If you didn't do shit, you don't get shit. But at the same time, I believe it was, oddly enough, in a movie called On Deadly Ground with, who's that fucking guy? Steven Seagal. When he says to Michael Caine, he goes, how much is enough? Because they were running, trying to make a huge pipeline, and it was the oil leak, and it killed a bunch of people, and blah, blah, blah. But he says, Steven Seagal says to Michael Caine, how much is enough? How much money is enough? And this is a values thing. This is not a law thing, because every time you fucking put a law in place, you're just adding to and you're not taking away. That's a huge problem. But there is a value system that these fucking evil corporate execs just don't have. And it is a value thing. It is a sin. It is called gluttony. How much is enough? Do you just have to it's one thing to line your pockets with it and wear it, but it's another thing to eat it. It feels like they just eat dollar bills. They just eat them. It's like a car wash that won't fucking turn on, or a vending machine that just takes your dollar but won't give you that can of Coca-Cola. It won't do it. All they do is take. And now they take people and they kick them offline, or they take away some of your rights, and then they take away some of your privacy, and then the next thing you know, it's like, what the fuck? Why am I paying for this? Why am I buying this iPhone? Because it has a fucking 92 megapixel camera? Buy a fucking camera! At this point, what's the actual value of owning it? But all they do is take, and then they pay themselves for it. Now, granted, CEOs do a lot of money, but what are CEOs? A president of a company is one thing. Because a president of a company, or somebody who really built it and drives that company, it's like, that's different. There are people who actually build companies. They deserve the profits they make. These people, Google, Alphabet, YouTube, all under that Alphabet umbrella. Alphabet's the big company, the one that publicly traded. What are they really doing to benefit humanity? Oh, I know what they'll do. They'll get paid $1 million each. Will they pay their workers? I'm sure they do pay their workers. But there are people that, look, On Amazon. Amazon is a billion dollar company. There are people that don't get paid enough. A lot of people who don't get paid enough. Now, and these people work under stringent conditions. Okay? Now, but let's just put it this way. These people who work for Google, they make a lot of fucking money. But guess what? They each, the top 4, make an additional $350,000 more. Now, exec topping $1 million. This is just 4 people. 4 people. That's like what? That's like $1.4 million more. $1.4 million, which could be put into other things. Now, don't get me wrong. You're not going to, we'll just split it upon the coworkers. You're not going to split it upon the coworkers. $1.4 million from 4 people to 100,000. You know what that is? That's like between 10 and 15 bucks per year. You know what that, I mean, even if you bought like a stock in like IVR, which is at an all-time low right now, like post-pandemic levels, it's like at $2.95, although the quarterly payout's pretty fucking sweet right now, so you can make a shitload of money. But 15 bucks? What are you getting out of that? 6 shares? That's it. 6 fucking shares. And instead, there's other things you could be doing. You could there's other things you could be doing. There could be bonuses that you could be putting out for some of your new entry-level employees. Entry-level employees don't ever make any money. They don't. So the fact that they are making, well, I'll read the article. I'll actually pop it up here. It's actually from The Verge. The Verge has been giving me some decent stuff lately, but I'm going to read it out to you. Now, don't get me wrong. I know it's only, at the end of the day, $1.4 million is a drop in the bucket when you have 100,000 employees, but it tells me something. When you have 100,000 employees, are you doing something right or are you doing something wrong? You need that many people to run the company. You need that many people to censor and fact check that many people. You might be doing something wrong. Your automation thing that you're talking about, you might be fucking up a little bit. So hold on, let's just read this article really quick before we get to Q&A later. So Google is, as I stated, giving 4 of its top execs a significant pay bump, raising their salaries from $650 to $100 million. Excuse me, $100 million. $1 million. So that's $1 million a piece. So now that's $4 million divided among 4 people. Just weeks after the company told staffers it wouldn't automatically adjust salaries to account for inflation. New executive salaries were disclosed in an SEC filing. Now, obviously, there's ways in and out of that. It's probably stock options and other things of that nature. The executives received the $1 million base salaries are the Chief Financial Officer, Ruth Porat, Senior VP President, Prabhakar Raghavan, who's in charge of the Google search, great, and Senior Vice President and Chief Business Officer, Philip Schindler. Okay, Schindler was a good guy. And President of Global Affairs Chief Legal Officer Kent Walker. All 4 executives are eligible to participate in a maximum $2 million annual bonus program based on contributions to Google's performance against social and environmental goals for 2022. Jeez. Social. Gee, I wonder what that entails. Censoring people? Quite possibly. According to the filing, each person has also been granted stock awards with target values in the millions of dollars. So basically, the stock options, if those hit a certain number, which according to some of the senators and House Senate leaders who just purchased some stock in Google, this shit goes through the roof. Those options get executed. They're gonna be fucking loaded, even though they already are loaded. But let's continue on with the article. So they've been granted stock awards with target values in the millions of dollars. So they perform, however, whatever shape or form, they get paid boku bucks. Google has been very financially successful as of late. It's posted its 5th quarter in a row, record profits in October. But in contrast to giving the 4 execs huge pay raises, Google's vice president of compensation told workers at an all-hands in December that the company doesn't plan to make any broad salary adjustments to account for the rising inflation rate in the U.S. Now, don't get me wrong. It hasn't really hurt me all that much, but I do see it. It is absolutely there. Absolutely. And I do have a laser eye for the things I do and I don't do. Okay? But there are people that maybe don't have that laser eye that I do, or they live in California, or they're in the mid-states, or whatever have you. There's a lot that they have to do to compensate for this crazy rise in prices. The raises were also given as Google is embroiled in a legal battle with employees over charges they illegally fired. Charges that they were illegally fired in 2019. The employees are planning to call one of the recipients of the new $1 million salary, Kent Walker, to testify as an adverse witness. Employees are also reportedly satisfied with the company's seemingly different remote work policies for higher ups. In July, Senior Vice President for Technical Infrastructure URS Holtzel announced he was moving to moving to New Zealand, which two employees told CNET was emblematic of the double standard for executives. Well, yeah, if you are an executive, your job is to basically play golf and schmooze accounts and go to Epstein's Island. Well, at least you used to. Or maybe you bought it. So, in either case, these are your options. This is the situation that's taking him. And we feed this goddamn beast every single day. The question is, why do you care? You care because what can you do? What can you do? Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of things that you can't, maybe not can't do, but there's a lot of things you can do. For example, why do you use Google? Why do I use Google? Well, simple. I use YouTube a lot. I enjoy YouTube for a lot of things. However, I do try to get my videos from other sources now. I now also use Rumble to upload my podcast. I don't listen to everything on YouTube. I do tend to actually listen to more podcasts on different networks. I do not any longer use Google search. I now use DuckDuckGo. I no longer use Google Chrome. I use the Brave browser and the Opera browser. So I no longer use those two products. I have not. I still have the same phone that I purchased back in 2019. I have not bought a new phone. So I am trying to cut the cord on a lot of the things that I use through Alphabet. Okay? So if for any reason I lose a channel on YouTube, I can move it over to Rumble, or I can move it over to a new network. I could do that. So I'm not going to rely on any of that shit. Amazon is a perfect example. I don't shop at Amazon at all. There's nothing. They do nothing for me. They're just more expensive. That's all they are. They're just more expensive. They don't do anything for me. If I have to shop for something, I can go directly to the website. I can go through other shopping sources. I can go through eBay, which I love. But I don't want to support. First of all, Google is one of those companies. Yeah, if you work there, you have to, certain rules and social cues, and I'm not buying that. I'm not a fan of that. Now, don't get me wrong. Like it's like just because I don't buy my shoes I don't buy any shoes from China, or I don't buy any clothes from China, doesn't mean I'm not buying from countries that maybe have some problems, like Vietnam or Malaysia or Mongolia. I'm sure they got problems, but they're not fucking China. They're not China. China. They're not China. So I'm making an effort to be like, well, you know what? I could use your search engine, but I'm not going to anymore. I could use your web browser, but I'm not going to. I could upload all my stuff onto your video site, but I'm not gonna. I could buy from your website, but I'm not gonna. I could buy this sneaker, Nike. I could buy from Nike, but their stuff's made in China, so I'm not gonna. All you gotta do is look at the label. I buy my Samsung Galaxy phone. Where's that made? Oh. That's South Korea. Samsung's South Korean. So, I'm not buying an iPhone. Where's that made? There you go. So this is the thing, is I'm making those adjustments. And it's like, okay. And also, when I look at certain things and I find out where they're made, I throw them out. Because I know that it's not of any value to me. First of all, if it's made in China, it's probably not of any value to me. I check that stuff beforehand. So I'm not buying from Amazon. I'm sharpening the stick when it comes to actually where I'm using my searching from. And I've stopped using the Waze app as much, and I've just started using a separate Garmin GPS. So I am making a concerted effort to actually lower the amount of information I give them. Now, I will go ahead and take the next step. I don't have any Google stuff in my car. I don't have any Amazon sound speaker devices in my home. None of that stuff. No Siri, no Alexa, no Google Voice, whatever the hell that is. No Amazon Echo or whatever that is. I don't know. I just don't. You know what? I don't need them. I don't need them. I have plenty of, speakers and other stuff. And my nephew gave me a really sweet little Bluetooth speaker for the house. It's like, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. That's perfect. That's all I need. That's all I need. And he gave me a brand new microphone too. This thing is by the way, first of all, this microphone is fucking sweet. I managed to fit it to my already existing arm. This is by a company called Razer. If you've never heard of Razer, they like the first like really true gaming mouse. Used to have like a giant ball in it. Then they switched over to infrared DPI and instead of ball DPI. And it's just they're an awesome company. They make a lot of good stuff, like Asus. They make a lot of really cool stuff, and that's why I have a new microphone. I probably sound a little better now. But yeah, awesome stuff. And you know what? I mean, I don't know where this is made. I hope the fuck it's not made in China. But I can tell you right now, when I make purchases or when I accept gifts and stuff like that, it's like, you know what? It's like, really, just do me a favor. Know where it's made before you give it to me. And if I'm gonna go ahead and buy something, I'm going to make sure I know where it's coming from. Or basically, because if everybody does their part and makes a really significant effort, it's like, I'm not buying from these people because this, I'm not buying from this company because Y, then X and Y will equal Z. Because you're taking a shit ton of money out of these people's pockets. You really do. Believe me. These impacts are significant. And when people realize that's a true social movement, forget January 6th. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear about that. That was basically a bunch of fucking lunatics with tinfoil hats doing this for the gram. That's what that was. Okay? Talk to me when there's a real insurrection. Oh, you mean like whenever the United States invades some small country because we need their natural resources? Oh yeah, that type of... Well, that's not an insurrection, but no, we fund the insurrections. That's basically what we do, okay? Just look at the fucking highlights of everything that's happened in history. Chances are we went in there with some freaking top secret agents and be like, yo, why don't you go ahead and overthrow that leader right there? Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll pay for all the damage. We'll take it from here. Yeah, that's us, okay? And Google is one of those companies that helps facilitate that, shuts that shit down. So why should I support them? Why should I support them? Eventually somebody else will rise up and take over. And DuckDuckGo is one of those companies, one of those places that I use and I enjoy. It's like I type in shit. It's just like Google. I type stuff in, I get a result. I click on images, I get pictures. I look at videos, it sends me links. That's a search engine. That's what Excite used to do. That's what Yahoo used to do. And Dogpile. All those sites back in the day. That's what DuckDuckGo does. It's not filtered. So you take collectively, it takes an individual to make a collective, it takes a collective to make a community, and it takes a community to build a society. So as the individuals, I implore all of you to make these efforts because it will go a long way in making the world a better place. When you say, no, I'm not going to put up with this bullshit, I don't care if it's a virus in my lungs or a fucking filter on my search engine. I'm not putting up with it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to play your fucking game. Okay? And it's like, oh, and another thing. You walk in, I've seen a lot of these Looney Tunes, but I'm going to tell you something right now. You go to a place, forget it whether you got the jab in the arm or not. You walk into a place, they ask for your fucking ID, and then they ask for your passport card. Guess what? You're out of here. Walk. Do us all a favor. Do everybody a favor. You go to a place, there's a line, you get in there and it's like, where's your vaccine passport? Your papers? Excuse me? Your communist fucking propaganda papers? Just leave. Your what? Yeah, I'm not, regardless, do what you say when they ask for that, be like, I'm not showing you. And it's like, well, you can't come in. It's like, okay, fine, I'll go somewhere else. And they'll say, well, you can't go anywhere else. It's like, I can go home. I can go home. I can order takeout, or I can make my own fucking dinner. Okay? You can do all of that. It's like, you don't have to. And it's like, you know what? If a lot of people do that, it's like, wait a minute. It's all money. At the end of the day, it's all about fucking money. It's all about money. And just like V for Vendetta, the more they push, the more powerful we become. I mean, you've seen that shit in like Australia and in France and in Germany and all these places. It's like there's fucking riots everywhere. In the Netherlands, there's riots everywhere. They're sicking dogs on people, for Christ's sakes. Fucking big German shepherds just rah! And then the cop with the baton is beating people over the head. They don't care who they beat up. They're just throwing old ladies to the ground. They don't give a shit. But it only makes us stronger. In America, you got guns, so you can't do shit. There's not a goddamn thing you can do. Unless you launch drone strikes on fucking Texas, there's nothing you can do. Okay? Fortune favors the bold. It always has. And that's the thing that makes us, as Americans, not America, but as Americans, cool. Because we got some shit. We can fight back. We can say, no, we're not doing this. Get off my fucking lawn. I'm going to go live my life the way I want to. And I don't care if your fucking restaurant fails because you tell us we can't go in there because you see that shit. Like, I think I showed that a while ago about the people who got fucking arrested because they went to like a cheesecake factory. They went to a cheesecake factory and they got arrested because they didn't get the thing and they didn't show their papers. I mean, first of all, they got a new mayor, but I'm not buying. First of all, he hasn't changed anything really yet. He really hasn't even done anything. Okay? There's a few emergency orders. He could have lifted and be like, nah, fuck it. Let's just go fix crime. Let's go fix crime, get the businesses back up and running, and, get the people behind me. We're waiting. I got 6 watches. They're all telling me we're 5 days in, bro, and you're a little behind. Tick-tock, motherfucker. Come on. Let's go, boy. I don't care if you used to be a cop. Show me what you got now. Tell me what you're made of now. What have you done for me lately? So, I'm telling you, that is the approach that we all need to take. You don't need to be, like I said, you don't need to be hiding from your wife because she's got the fucking coof. You need to get in there and be a man and be a husband and be like, I don't care. You don't care. You know why you don't care? Because you shouldn't. You should. And if you're a fat person with comorbidities, that's your own fucking fault. You, as Bill Burr said, you ate your way in, you can walk your way out. It's up to you to solve your own problems, or at least the vast majority of them. Okay? It really is. Do you realize that I fucking take 10 to 13 fucking pills a day, and not one of them is prescribed by a doctor? Not one of them is an over-the-counter medication? They're all supplements. They're all supplements that back my normal nutrition. I take them because I've done research and listened to stuff and realized, okay, this is good because of X, this is good because of Y. I put them together, it creates Z. And then I need to do these types of exercises, and I do these types of exercises at certain times because they produce this result. And then if I do these types of workouts here, regardless of how much time I have during the day or during the week, if I do this, I'm going to hold on to this. It's going to present this line, and it's going to make me that much stronger of an individual. And it's going to make me get through my day so much better. I'm fucking Gumby at this point. I'm just going to move. Whatever you throw at me, I'm just going to bend in a different direction. And it's just, you just can't touch me. I am. I feel like, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to feel, I'm not like the Doomslayer, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's like, I feel great. I feel really, really good. Don't get me wrong. Just like anybody else. When that alarm goes up when it goes off at 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm not a fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of the 5 a.m. alarm. But I'm up. I'm making coffee. I'm making sure my lunch bag is packed. I'm making sure that freaking Chase has all of his food ready to go with his freaking delicious dry food, with his delicious turkey and his delicious broccoli, all wrapped up with some nice coating of olive oil. And I do that. That's all done before the pot starts to steam and I pour my first roast. Which I still roast myself, by the way. So, if I'm doing all of that and running a day from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., you can do, believe me, there's a few things you can fit in your schedule, okay? And
shopping better, thinking better, working better. There's a lot more that you can do, okay? The only problem I have is it's the dry season and my eyes get a little poofy. But I can handle that on my own. For God's sakes.
So how was your Christmas? I'm telling you.
Yeah. But eventually, yeah, I'm going to die of something. I am going to die of something.
But it's not, I'm telling you, not going to be what you think it is. You're going to be awfully pissed off when I eventually get some type of variant, if I haven't already, and I walk away from it like, bitch, please. So, we're at 48 minutes. Let's close up with some Q&A, and then we'll call it a day for today. God, I haven't done this for a while. I feel rusty. How should I respond when my son... By the way, questions, concerns, comments, go to my website, positivesarcasm.com. If you want to support the podcast, go to positivesarcasm.com/donate. Any amount is appreciated. Questions. How should I respond when my son-in-law sends me shirtless photos? Well, send one back. Well, seriously. Anyways, let's read. For the past week, my son-in-law has been texting me daily. I don't mind his texting about normal things, but he's either seeking a very close friendship or he's attracted to me. He and my daughter are 22 and very religious. I don't think asking me via text how he looks shirtless now compared to a year ago, he has texted me twice with no shirt on, is appropriate. There have been other red flags on his side of the conversation. I have never misled him in any way. Should I confront him via text? Should I tell my daughter I love her and I do not want her to be mad at me? I did nothing wrong. Yeah, you need to talk to this. Well, unless you want to, get with the son-in-law, then you need to text him and be like, you need to tell him straight up, this can't happen. This needs to stop. That's it. You're either gonna. I mean, you got to do something, one way or another. You have to stop. This has to stop, or you can be like that movie that Naomi Watts and Rebecca Romaine were in. Rebecca Romaine Stamos? I think it was. No, it wasn't her, but it was definitely Naomi Watts. They were in it, and they ended up banging each other's sons. Such a good movie. A little uncomfortable. Still a good movie. Naomi Watts was hot in that. But, yeah, you obviously, you have to address it. Plain and simple, you have to address it. And make it a clear line in the sand. Let's go to the next one. How can I get my spouse to understand I will not allow any Harry Potter content in my life? My first spouse had a thing for Disney, which I hated. Our whole house was covered in Disney stuff. Think like 100 Dalmatian shower curtains, which were tacky and embarrassing. I'll give you that. When I met, unless it's like your bed, that'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind dogs. I mean, I already have one dog in my bed, but I wouldn't mind like 100. Well, catch those puppies. It's like a big down comforter. That'd be pretty cool. When I met my current spouse, I made a zero tolerance Disney policy clear. She said no problem, but confessed that her twin daughters, now in her late 20s, were the Harry Potter generation, and she and the twins still had minimal nostalgic experiences related to Harry Potter. Fast forward 5 years, and minimal was a psychotic lie. There is a lot of Harry Potter in my life. Harry Potter! At least once a month, I catch her reading from HP books on her Kindle. I overheard her on Zoom with the twins having anguished conversations about what to do about Harry Potter, given the author's transphobia. Gives a shit. And she's not transphobic, so shut the fuck up. And whenever she visits... Yeah, she's not. All right, anyways, moving on. That's probably not even what this article is about. And whenever she visits the twins, they all do some Harry Potter-related thing. Were they playing fucking bedknobs and broomsticks in the driveway? The most recent was a go to an HP store. My spouse came home with a notebook and a pen representing her Hogwarts house. I reminded her that she promised to never bring Disney merch around me, and she goes, Disney didn't own the Harry Potter franchise then, which is splitting hairs at best. Oh. Was Disney Harry Potter? Hold on, let me look at it. Let me look at that. Who owns the Harry Potter franchise? Who owns the right? NBC Universal owns the rights to Harry Potter. So yeah, technically, she got you. Yeah, you got, bro. You got. Okay. I reminded her that she never promised to bring Disney merch. Disney doesn't own Harry Potter, which is correct. Splitting hairs at best. No, it's actually true. She put the merch inside a drawer where I won't see it, but she won't get rid of it or apologize for buying it. Okay? Now she's planning to watch some Harry Potter reunion in the house while Zooming with the twins. Prudence, she has advanced degrees, a high-level job with a great salary, and successful daughters. So I don't know why she needs to cling onto Harry Potter, especially knowing that Disney is a deal breaker for me. It's not Disney! NBC Universal. To this day, she claims Harry Potter is a minimal part of her life that she didn't misrepresent. How can I make her see that her Harry Potter is actually a significant fixation she needs to outgrow if she wants our marriage to last? I don't know. You know what? It's a hobby. Some people like trains. Some people like coins, which you need to be careful for. Those are serial killers. And some people like Harry Potter. And I don't know what else to tell you other than maybe it's you that's... Like, it's one of those things that you annoyed with, so maybe you get fixated with it more and more. And you're just, because you're not into it, doesn't mean that somebody else can't be. I mean, if it was like John Stamos or something like that, I mean, I would probably have a wall of him. Like a wall. Yeah, I'd probably have like a wall of John Stamos. I mean, who wouldn't, honestly? But at this point, it's like, it's just one of those things that annoys the piss out of you because you're not into it. And that's why it annoys the piss out of you, so you're getting at them for it. But I think at this point, I mean, who's not making the marriage last? Is it you or is it them? And that's something that you need to think about. All right, let's do one more. Excuse me. Am I being unfair by asking my mother-in-law to stay out of the delivery room while I'm giving birth? Oh God, this is a real life fucking. My mother-in-law is insisting she should be in the delivery room when my son is born. I don't want extra people in the room. Anyone other than my husband and my own mother. I will be trying to do this drug-free. My husband feels as if he is between a rock and a hard place since his mother and I are both adamant. But I think I get to choose since I will be the one in labor. I already told my mother-in-law I'm uncomfortable with her presence during delivery, and she apparently spent a week crying about it, much to the dismay of my husband and father-in-law, who are pressuring me to change my mind because they're used to giving her way when she does the drama thing. But I feel it is important to get some boundaries and not be manipulated. Do you think I'm being fair? Okay. All right. So, do you have say when it comes to the who is in the delivery room at the time of birth? 75%. Yes. Yeah, 75%. Yes, you do. The husband gets 25. Because it's his kid too. Duh. So, but here's the thing. He's in the living room. Who else is in the living room? You and one other person. Now, also, hospitals have a specific rule right now about how much, and just in general about how many people can actually be in the delivery room. And I thought that when you're actually in the delivery room, you can only have one person in there, and that's your husband. And if something goes wrong, you got to clear those people out. So I thought you could only have one person in there. So, and I think if you just want one person in there, besides that's not your husband, then I think that's fine. Why does everybody want to be the maid of honor or the best man? Can't you just be happy you showed up to the wedding? Can't you just be happy for that? You know, I get it. I had this happen in my family, and it's like, it's fucking annoying. It's like, it's the delivery room. It's a moment that you, first of all, you're pushing your fucking ass off to get this goddamn giant head out of you, and you want to be able to just chill out for a second with this new thing that's going to cost you thousands of dollars for the next 18 years. So you want to have at least one good moment with the little shit before you show it off to the world like the Lion King. So I think, yeah, I'm changing my vote. It's more like 85-15. You definitely get a lot of say when it comes to what's going on in the delivery room. I mean, obviously besides the nurses and the doctors, but for the most part, yeah. I think you do get to say, like, because you want to be comfortable as you can be with your vagina splitting open. And
that's your environment where you need to focus. So, yeah, I agree. I'm on your side. I get where the husband is, trying to do the thing to make everybody happy, but at the same time, I get what you're saying, and I do think you're right in this saying that you'd feel comfortable with just these people in the room so that you can focus on doing the damn thing, and then she can come and see it afterwards. And I think that's the best way to go. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, I like this idea. I'm with you on that. We're cool with that. So that's what you should do. We are at. We're just closing up, coming up on an hour, and quite frankly, I don't think it's gonna get any better than that. So let's just go ahead and close up shop. New year, new microphone, and I'm happy to be back. And it took a while for me to kind of walk up to this microphone and press record, but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad it's done. I appreciate you guys who stuck out with me and who are chiming in on all my new channel, and who are chiming in from time to time on the podcast, and those of you who gave me some new props for the podcast, i.e. the new microphone and the little sandbox that's behind me. It's cool. It's little stuff. It's the little things that kind of bring my world together. So thank you very much. I hope you had a good New Year. I hope you enjoyed your holiday season. If the holiday... Oh, it's not anymore. Martin Luther King Day is coming around the corner. But, yeah, you can find me anywhere where podcasts are available. Audio version, video versions are available on YouTube and on Rumble, and hopefully maybe somewhere else coming soon. But in the meantime, you guys know how to support me. You guys know where to follow me. You can hit me up through Instagram, Facebook, TikTok for who knows how much longer, because eventually I'm going to get banned from there. And you know what? I'm not even going to fucking care. I'm just going to move on with my life, because good. I'm good for now. TikTok don't pay the bills. But in the meantime, thank you for listening, watching, and subscribing. And I'll talk to you all next week. Recorded here from the Sandbox. This has been a Positive Sarcasm presentation.